population है जहाँ पे women feels like she's a porn widow now because उनका जो partner है, the men, they are like addicted to porn and they only feel good, or maybe they are just constantly masturbating on the porn and that's why they're not able to focus on the women, and they don't share that emotional or physical intimacy. And there are so many doctors who have been on the podcast, they also talk about it ki men can't even perform with their women, they don't even feel attached, and that's why women are feeling dissatisfied, and that's why hence the rise of a lot of other stimulants which they want in their relationship. And it's a growing thing that more and more men are watching porn, and because they're watching porn, they're getting addicted to the sexual fantasy, which is not happening in reality.
Right.
और उन सब से दूर हो गए.
When you say that, I very much concur and agree that is one of a very large reason in relationships where men and women are, and also we know the fact that India is the second or third largest consumer of porn worldwide. So, and of that 85% is men who are consuming porn. So that is a true phenomenon where when men are so much accustomed to getting their, what do you call, rocks on, as the term is, to get the orgasm when watching porn and visualizing a certain fantasy, but in reality, it's not matching. So they do not have either arousal, they don't have the desire, or they don't have that intimacy or the connection. So that does leave the women very, lacking.
Feeling dissatisfied.
Right. So I do not know how big a percentage would that be.
It is increasing.
Right? But I would agree it would increase, being that the increase of our porn consumption, and that could, all these kind of tie to those sexless marriages. So it's because men are, it's not that they're not masturbating, right? Maybe they're not having sex with a partner, but men are masturbating. And this kind of ties to the fact that sexless marriages are increasing because they are very much getting their satisfaction by watching porn and not having the same level of connection with their partners.
Yeah. The second problem, which is again a growing problem, is testosterone crash. That more men have lesser testosterone in today's generation than inherently men used to have, because of work, pollution, lifestyle, food, excessive stress, bunch of other things together. The testosterone levels is going down, and that's why they don't have this insane sexual desire to go out and help their women, or maybe just have a healthy sexual life. And that's why more women are feeling dissatisfied.
That is something similar to what I brought up earlier, where men not necessarily having the lack of intention, but the ability, which the physical ability would be either the desire or arousal or the, leading to the testosterones getting cooled down because of work pressures, or, with a lot of families have kids, and after having kids, generally your focus is around kids. Your schedules are messed up.
That's where the death of desire happens.
So, for couples, maintaining an active sexual life in India has to overcome a lot of challenges, whether they like it or not. Joint family system, work schedules,
privacy nahi
hai, kids and children growing up. And so if you solve this and this and this and this, and then by the time, sex became down in that
priority list
of priorities. So yes, that is a very strong factor for situations that arise, for the gap that arise in relationship, the orgasm gap. Also, well, the connection gap or the intimacy gap that arises, not necessarily the orgasm gap. I think both sides, male and female, have their own set of limitations or own set of factors that cause this disconnection. I think, yes, there is performance anxiety, but there's also happy marriages. There's also good communication between couples. There's also, so a lot of people's personality and their maturity in this relationship results in what the outcome is. But there is going to be a lot of new relationships. There's going to be a lot of relationships that are either a product of fast dating or, short courting that led to a place where their communication and their expectations are not balanced, where situations like this will come. Now, do I think this is very common?
थैंक यू सो मच ये क्लिप एंड तक देखने के लिए. अगर आपको और भी ऐसी क्लिप्स देखनी है तो राज शमानी क्लिप्स चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर